Yo.
UFO, spaceship with aliens in forest filmed by hikers, Poland. May 2016 inches. May 2016, Poland, Białowieża forest. Very rare footage from hikers who filmed UFO/spaceship with aliens in forest. Emerson abduction was a supposed alien abduction of farmer Jan Wolski in May 1978. There was little media attention at the time. A monument was subsequently erected in Emerson, Poland, at the site where the abduction is said to have taken place. And Wolski, May 29, 1907 – January 8, 1990, was out driving a horse-drawn cart early on May 10, 1978 when he says he was jumped by two short, green-faced humanoid entities about 5 feet, 1.5 meters, tall. The two beings jumped onto Wolski's cart and, according to Wolski, sat next to him and started to speak in a strange language. Originally he had mistaken them for foreigners because of their slanted eyes and prominent cheekbones. Wolski drove his cart, with the two beings aboard, to a clearing where he says a large object was hovering. According to Wolski, a purely white unidentified flying object, about 14.75 feet, 4.5 meters, 16.5 feet, 50 meters, in height and as long as a bus, hovered in the air at an altitude of about 16 feet, 4.9 meters. There were no notable external features of the craft, that is, lights, joints, etc. Wolski mentioned that there were 4 objects on the craft made of a black material that appeared to be drill-like in appearance, which generated a humming sound. An elevator-like platform attached to the hovering craft descended to the ground. Wolski then claims that he was taken aboard the ship with 2 additional entities he met near the flying object. He was then gestured to dress down, take off his clothes. There were about 8 or 10 benches situated around the craft, each the size for one person to sit in. There were some rooks in front of the door which was moving its legs and wings but seemed to be immobilized. Wolski claims that he was then examined with a tool that resembled 2 dishes or saucers. After this, he was ordered to redress, and it was then that he noticed there were no lights or windows on the craft, only the daylight coming through the craft's door. Entities ate and offered him something like icicles but he refused. The craft's interior was described as black with a grayish tint, similar to that of the creature's outfits. Afterwards, Wolski returned home to his family and notified them of what had just happened, urging them to come see the floating craft. He notified his sons who called 2 other neighbors, and together they went to investigate the site. The grass where the craft had been had signs of usage in it, being trodden down covered with dew and paths coming in all directions. Wolski returned home, leaving the rest of the neighbors and family at the site. Wolski's sons claimed that there were footprints left behind by the beings, though they did not detail whether the footprints were larger or smaller than their own. A 6-year-old boy claims to have witnessed a bus-like craft hover over a barn, then climb high into the sky and vanish. Volsky explained these memories in an interview with Henryk Pomersky and Krystyna Adamczyk in July 1978, 2 months following the incident. The audio tape of the interview was kept in a private archive for a long time before being released to the public. In 2005, a memorial was constructed in Emilson at 51 degrees 822.633 newtons 22 degrees 2216.163 E to commemorate the alien abduction of Jan Volsky. The text in Polish, read, on May 10, 1978 in Emilson a UFO object landed. The truth will astonish us in the future. Subscribe to Section 51. Thank you.
Yo.